So for the first time ever, someone who's an artist has been held accountable for having used the work of another artist. And so this Belgian artist and a very famous Chinese artist, and apparently like most of his work is nothing but plagiarized from this other artist.
Well, I believe that this was an order for them to pay $670,000 for the plagiarism of this particular artwork. They're so similar, it's ridiculous.
Dare I say it's like a bad copy paste.
Yeah.
So the Asian artist who's been nailed for this was a very famous professor and artist in China, right? So he
Yes.
was very well known. And so that's why the value of having him, we talked about before, it's about the signature, right? And so with the right signature attached to the right thing, suddenly it's seen as having a higher value. Well, but if what you're attaching it to actually belongs to somebody else, it calls into question a lot of these sort of valuation schemes. And particularly in terms of China, it starts to have this issue of like, are you going to start to like actually hold people accountable?
Well, I'm amazed he couldn't even be bothered, making an effort to make a version of it. It's
Yeah.
incredible. But the thing is, China has a very, very long history of um copying work and
Yes.
selling it. I mean, there's a city north of Hong Kong, and you walk around it and you see Michelangelo's everywhere, Rembrandt's everywhere,
Mhm.
and they're brilliant. I mean,
Yeah.
technically, they're absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, things artists have always copied other artists' work and done versions of it. You do to learn.
I think that's okay when it's like, as we were talking about earlier, with the release of the Copyrightation Act for it, so that you can take on board and learn from other artists and learn from the great artists that have come and
Yeah.
gone. But this is a living artist, and this is an artist who is very much a contemporary of them. And it's like, okay, great, you can copy and take inspiration, but if you're going to sell it and sell it for that much
Mm.
money, and claim that it's your design, it's your idea, and your concept, that's a different story altogether.
Like this is literally not about finding something from the past and bringing it forward. This is a contemporary artist who may be 15, 20 years younger than you. I think this guy is in his 70s,
Mm.
right? So it's finding someone who's younger, who's not yet been identified, and literally, like I say, kind of badly copy pasting.
It is.
I find it really incredibly lazy.
But as you say so correctly, Morris, like if they decided to say, okay, we're going to take inspiration from this, even change the color of the stripe in the background, like, I
Yeah,
mean,
absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, like, come on.